Hello, hello. Welcome to Meadow Magic. My name is Anya, and we have a special guest today, very special guest. This is my familiar. His name is Gary. He told me he wanted to appear on today's video, so he has a lot of information to share. So as you can see. So today I'm actually making this video because I have had over the years quite a few experiences that I thought were particular to me. And it turns out there's others who are experiencing the same sort of phenomenon in terms of raising consciousness, sort of symptoms of ascension, if you will, just experiences that are really not of this world. But I really wanted to share because there are others who have shared their experiences with me, and they're having the same things happening to them, and I feel like this video may help others who are also experiencing the same or starting on their journeys of these sort of wild experiences or phenomenon. So I'm going to talk today about glimmers or glimmer moments, waves, and hints of heaven, and I'll explain each of those as I move through them. So the first is glimmers or glimmer moments, and this is something I started feeling really earlier this year. I would just get these bursts of joy, and they last. Sometimes they will last from a couple minutes or a couple hours, and sometimes they'll last like the entire day. And it's actually, you can Google it. It's a thing, and I was so excited to see my friends who were sharing this experience. I've been off of social media for like 7 years, and when I signed back on recently, I saw all these friends sharing their experiences with glimmer moments and glimmers, and I was like, that is so cool that everyone else is having these. A lot of my friends are having these experiences too, and so it's actually a thing, and it's basically the reverse of a traumatic, like a trigger moment, which if you have experienced any kind of trauma, which most of us have, something awful like a name or an event or something can trigger you, and it sort of triggers that fight or flight response and can take you into a dark place. But these are the total opposite of that, and it's just a symbol and a sign of us moving into new territory, new domain, new consciousness. And it's exciting because it means we're breaking through the veil. We're pushing the envelope into this new space and territory. And it's just the only way I can describe it is it emanates from my heart, and it expands outward. And it's like nothing can bring me down, nothing can ruin my day. And they tend to happen more frequently. It's like, but it's subtle. It's a subtle feeling, and you can initiate them by, I think, clearing your energy, meditation, just putting on good music and dancing. If there's something that works for you that can initiate those good feeling vibes, and just making the intent that if those glimmer moments happen, I mean, it's like an excitement. It's like an anticipation of knowing that something really, really, really good is coming. You don't know what it is, but it's just this feeling of just hope and excitement and beauty, and it's really just an awesome feeling. So that is a glimmer moment or a glimmer. A wave, that's just, again, this is my personal term for it, is something I started feeling about 6 years ago. And these are really, they can be very intense waves they're just intense waves of energy, and they come through my heart, and they sort of emanate outwards. And these usually hit me when I am least expecting it. So I can't tell you how many times I've been at our local Wegmans, which is a grocery store with a food court in it, and we'll be sitting and eating and just talking, and I get this massive just wave, and it's like this rush of energy that comes from my heart. And it is not anxiety. Believe me, I've dealt with my fair share of anxiety in my life, and it is not anxiety. It's also a mix of just very strong emotion and energy, but it can feel exciting and scary, I think it's scary because of the unknown quality of it, because I know that whatever energy is coming into my system at that time, my body is ready for it, and it hits me like a ton of bricks, and it takes your body time to assimilate to it. So for me, my waves can last anywhere from a couple minutes to a couple hours. Sometimes they can last up to like almost an entire day. Usually that's pretty rare, but I feel like when waves hit, it's really important to just be with it. So when you get these, they can be a little, they can be a little, they are intense, and I don't know how else to explain them. It's like when it hits, you'll just know, and it feels like there is something that is coming through. There is something of a higher level that is trying to come through and assimilate into your body, into your being, and to just, the best thing is to don't distract yourself. Don't get on the phone and get on social media. Go find a place in your house or wherever you are that you can just be with the energy. If you need to cry, let yourself cry. I find that for me personally, crying is a wonderful way of releasing and allowing new energies to integrate. Um, I also have some physical symptoms of like my teeth chatter sometimes, and it's just the energy that's making its way through my body. And then sometimes my body will physically shake, because again, everybody is different and every body is different. So that's just how I personally assimilate those energies into my being. And usually once it passes, it's like I feel fine. And it's just okay. I just had another wave. So that's something. It doesn't have a specific memory or anything. Yes, I know. Anything specific tied to it. He wants his face. He's so cute. Look at him. How could you just not love that little face? So it's a very intense wave of emotion that kind of comes through your heart, and it's very expansive. It's very big. There's something bigger coming through that's working its magic through your system, through your body, and it's just important to be with it. Try not to distract yourself when these things hit. The third thing is they're what I call hints of heaven or memory hits. They are they are embedded with some sort of energy that allows you to tap into another realm. Usually they hit me again. They always hit when you're not expecting them. So I'll be driving along and I'll look over at a tree, or I'll see a meadow on the side of the road, or even just a really sunny, beautiful patch of grass. And I'll get this just boom, just this hit of, oh my gosh, there is something. So it's almost like it's like I can see through the veil. And I've wondered, is this the Garden of Eden? Is this like, what is this? But I feel that we are all creating our own realities, our new realities through rising in consciousness and being aware of these experiences is important, because I think they can be subtle, but if you're aware of them, you can pay attention so that when they hit, you know what these are. And we're meant to pierce through this veil and explore this really beautiful unknown territory that is just waiting for us. I mean, that is what rising consciousness is. That's what ascension is. That is, we are tapping into new dimensions, into new territory as our consciousness rises. And to me, it literally feels like heaven. It is the most beautiful feeling when these patches open up, these memory hits, these hints of heaven open up. It literally feels like heaven. It takes me out of this world, and it's so beautiful. It feels just, there's so much love that comes through, and it's like these past life memories kind of come through as well. And the most random thing can trigger it as well. I was at a hair salon one time, and I was looking at a bottle, and the bottle had just a cartoon drawing of it was like an ow, I'm going to set him down because he is adamant about that. It had a picture of a pool and a beautiful meadow and a tree, and it struck me in that moment. it just took me to another place. And then it lasted, for me, they only last a few seconds, but I know that something is integrating itself. There is this beautiful energy, this love. It's beautiful, it's loving, it's magic, it's filled with memories and just expansion. I don't know how else to describe it, but again, those tend to hit when I'm not in my head thinking about, you know, my process, or if I'm just listening to music and enjoying the drive. That's usually when those kinds of things hit, but it can be anywhere. So I would love to hear about your waves, your glimmers, your memory hits, your hints of heaven, because these things are real. They are actually happening. And I know quite a few people who are experiencing these as well. And so I'm so excited because it's only going to grow. It's going to get bigger. More and more people are experiencing these phenomenon. And so I love sharing my experiences, and I would love to hear about yours. So Gary and I say thank you for listening. We love you, and you have a wonderful day.